Marvel's Secret Wars has the potential to be the biggest film of all time, if it ever happens. Now the directors of Infinity War and Avengers Endgame open up about how they think this would be the exact same thing, or at least how it would be the biggest MCU film of all time. So let's talk about the possibility and why they just need to announce this damn thing. If you go back to about 3 years ago, you guys will remember that there was plenty of people saying that there was no way Avengers Infinity War could break $2 billion. And then it did that, and then the conversation moved on to Avengers Endgame saying, well, there's no way the next film can do as much because it was all the hype to this big Avengers film, and people walk away being disappointed and angry, so you're not gonna do that. And then of course it started to go up higher and higher in numbers, and people were saying, well, there's no way it can become the biggest movie of all time. Of course it did, so that conversation was then muted, but then you gotta bring in the people that go, right, because we got to keep moving the goalpost. Look, it doesn't matter, okay? The times have changed. Let's just all admit it. Avengers Endgame is the biggest movie of all time. It has the biggest box office. It's still talked about today. People are talking about its effects on the future of the actual MCU and how it's even going to be looked at in about a decade from now when it comes to comic book movies. Because again, it did the same thing that the original Avengers did. It's changing the landscape for Hollywood. That's what it did. I mean, the marketing campaign alone on that movie was literally tell you nothing, don't show anything, you went in blind. Like, that's pretty ballsy, and it's all thanks to Marvel Studios and the directors Joe and Anthony Russo and their love for comics. So again, they were recently sitting down with Bro Bible talking about the fact that their favorite thing is these giant crossovers with all these characters. And again, they went back to when they were kids, 10 and 11 years old, talking about the fact how they loved when all their heroes came together for this big celebration. And again, they jump on to Secret Wars talking about it. And they talk about the idea of bringing everything in the MCU together. And I mean everything is brought into this. Like, they would want to bring in everything the MCU has done, which to me says TV, you know, like Netflix and all that. You bring all of that in. You bring in the Hulu stuff. You just do the ultimate tribute to everything. And they say that this would be the most ambitious and biggest thing they've ever done. That it would be bigger than the Infinity Saga as a whole, because it would be so huge that really you would just need like an entire almost saga for itself, right? And it's hard to disagree with them. I mean, you know, just think about that for a second. Imagine 15, 20 years from now. Let's say 15 years. So that's probably an optimistic look. You have, you know, Fantastic Four, X-Men, all these characters, and you go, hey, Chris Evans, you're back. Hey, Robert Downey, you're back. Hey, you're back, and D'Onofrio's back, and Iron Fist is back. Nobody remembers you, but you're back, Iron Fist. Cloak and Dagger. 3 people remember them. Yay, Mitch. Not the Inhumans, though. F them. At least the TV version. I mean, yeah, like, of course, it would be the biggest film of all time. And not just in box office, because who knows how box office is going to go forward after everything is said and done. But just in sheer, like, terms of everything we're putting on screen and connecting, definitely. There's no way it wouldn't be. And, you know, they go on and talk a little bit about it, saying they know that Kevin Feige has this outline and tons of plans and, you know, his board of stuff. And they don't know how far out it is, but they believe Secret Wars is going to happen. Again, nobody over there seems to say, well, that's just a rumor, we're not going to do it. Every time they're asked about it, anybody that's asked, they go, oh yeah, we're going to do Secret Wars, and then they chuckle. That's a confirmation, guys. I don't know why people don't believe they're doing Secret Wars. Of course they're going to do it. They literally have confirmed it. They just haven't given us a damn date. At this point, they should just come out when they announce their next entire slate and be like, hey guys, here's the next 4 years after these next 3 years. But also in 15 years, guaranteed you're getting Secret Wars. That's the long con. Go. Just do it, honestly, who cares?